show that can match it. How to name another show that can match it. Everybody from classy to ratchet. Heat fans like Jamaal keep the flame alive. Dennis Lee got the Lake Show locked in 5 to Dub K to Augusta GA. Talk everything from NBA to anime. Chat like homies or debate like enemies. It's all fun and games, just match my energy. Just match my energy. Just match my energy. Yeah.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to episode 20. That's right, episode 20 of the Match My Energy podcast. It's your boy Dennis Lee, aka Dino Fit Dennis.
Hey, it's your boy Jamaal, JC2 Blessed, bro. We are back at it. Episode 20, man. It's been, we grinding, bro. Putting them out there, Let's get it started, man. How's the week been? Just came back on vacation. I don't know if it's an easy transition back to it or is it rough?
It's kind of like
sleeping in.
Man, okay, I'll say luckily, yet unluckily, I've had a couple of clients, like my 6 a.m.s have been kind of canceling a lot of the week. So I was able to like sleep in. And then my normal 7, they've been having like some car troubles or whatever. So some of the days I've been able to sleep in. So it's not even like I'm back on my full wake up at 5 a.m. going. Yeah, so, but man, I do kind of wish I had like an extra week or something, but I am happy to be back and training and back in the office just because like, I don't know, man, I'm a bit of a hustler when it comes to stuff, man. I love to grind. I get to when every time I'm like chilling for too long, I'm just like, I need to be making some money. Or how can I maximize something? I need to do something, So I'm always thinking about it, but I don't know. It was a cool little week though. I felt like it went by kind of fast. Just preparing, seeing whatever I need to do next. Regular maintenance, and I need to start getting on tax work. So don't we all?
That was my last week. So my last weekend I was knocking that stuff out. So
how was this week though?
This week, chilling once again. Did go play some basketball, of course. I think Wednesday or Tuesday. Working. So a lot of projects going on right now. So, it's kind of getting stressful and stuff like that at work. So, when I kind of come home, I try to decompress. That kind of consists of sometimes I'll go play some basketball. For most times on the game. Hit me up. I'm on PlayStation right now. A lot of Call of Duty. Just finished God of War. So it's kind of been on the game this week. And then it rained yesterday, but I did go around. Different place and went to an Italian restaurant. I knew Italian restaurant pretty good. Had a chicken parm. So,
okay.
But yeah, man, out just chilling this week. Once again, they'd be like, Jamaal, you don't do nothing. I was like, yeah, I was pretty chill on the weekend. Unless I'm chilling with the bros or something like that, that'd be something I do differently. But for the most part, man, I'm just chilling to myself. Might be find me a new show or something like that. But yeah, man, basketball,
NBA talk. Y'all know why we here, man. So starting off, how you want me to start? Because I go a couple ways with this, man.
All right, which way you want to go? I think we can do. Let's talk about playoff seeding and like how it's shaking up right now. Like right now, we're in the last week of the regular season. How's it looking? How you think teams really going? I mean, we talk about it every week, so we ain't got to touch on it so heavy. But like this last week, anybody you got like surprises, making any really big pushes or anything like that? Any surprises, anything like that?
See, I don't know if like y'all listen to the theme song, but hold on, I ain't even hung it up yet. But I'm gonna just tell y'all, man, Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. You know what I'm saying? 17. I'm gonna have to go back and get the 18 time. You know what I'm saying? But Lakers in 5. Let me just start that off.
I need to go ahead and leave.
I'll
see you on episode 21. I'm gonna see you on episode 21. This gonna be a solo podcast for the day, a solo episode today for y'all.
Man, okay, so listen, man, they done jumped back up, you know. I mean, they wasn't seventh and dropped down, but we still got one more week of play. Them making that big jump, and AD, listen, y'all know how I am with AD. Like, he's so wishy-washy. Sometimes he's great, sometimes he's not, and you know, we got to kind of deal with that. But right now, he's doing his thing. And that 38 he got the other night. Oh my gosh. Tweaked that ankle, got me nervous. Y'all know how I be feeling about them injuries, boy, especially with that made of glass at.
Yeah, he about to be.
Boy.
That's what I was telling y'all. I was like, yeah, he got a 38, but that ankle might come back to bite y'all because it's tweaked. Then in the playoffs, we get a little bit more, you know, gets a little bit heavier. Ooh. He tweak it again. Next thing you know, he out 2 weeks.
Yeah. And so, you know what I'm saying? I'm just still hoping and wishing for the best. But, I mean, it's kind of looking like, I ain't going to say Lakers in 5, though. But,
better not.
I know,
you better not.
In all honesty, maybe Lakers in 6. No, but it definitely gave young Laker fan hope. So the play-in tournament is gonna be a little rocky. I ain't gonna lie. So hopefully we do win enough to at least get out of that, which I don't know, maybe not. But
yeah,
because being at 8 right now with a week left, and we have to, all these other teams gotta lose too.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And I was looking at the schedule.
Winning.
Yeah, it's like other people gotta lose. So
right.
I think we played the Rockets 2 more times, so they should be easy dubs.
Yeah.
But, dude, you know how that go.
We know how that goes. Exactly.
Man, I think we play the Spurs also end of the week. I don't know, I'm going off the top of the head, like I can't just pull it up. But
I know you got the Jazz twice.
Yeah, Jazz twice. That's oof. That's scary.
Y'all got Jazz twice, so y'all might not have the Rockets twice, but maybe just once.
Yeah, I think I was thinking about the Jazz when I said that.
But I do know y'all play the Suns though. Y'all do play Suns.
Yeah, and then we got the Suns. So that's okay. So yeah, today at 6, recording on Sunday. Today at 6, we got the Rockets, and then Jazz, Clippers, Suns, Jazz again. So yeah, okay. So we played Rockets once. But yeah, the Clippers I think could be kind of difficult, maybe depending on who's healthy, who's in. And then the Suns, yeah, that might be just chalk up to an L, So I would say beating the Jazz at least once during these next 2 meetings could be very pivotal.
Yeah.
Hopefully twice, fingers crossed. But yeah, man, I did, and then off of Lakers, because I ain't gonna say, we go a whole hour just but I saw like basically right now the Mavericks are on the bubble. I mean, on the bubble of the bubble.
Miami had a little something to do with that,
Man. So we might see that failed experiment happen.
I know that's gonna be tough on off season for Kyrie because it's not only if the Mavs want him, it's also if he wants to re-up with them as well. And it's like, well, we didn't even make it to the playoffs. So, why would I really want to put myself? Cause at least you can evaluate the team, how y'all do in the playoffs as well as a team. But if they don't even get to that point, I don't know, man. But yeah, I think the other teams, man, if you're looking at the East, bro, that Bucks and Celtics game. Did you watch that game or saw the highlights?
Dude, I saw a bit of it, and what?
Yeah, the score was like 1,000-10.
Yeah, right.
The score was so drastically. Oh my gosh! Like
the Bucks shooting was so off.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. I thought they had players out when I looked at the score because I just saw the notification in my phone saying Celtics up by like 30 against the Bucks. I was like, what? Is Giannis, Middleton, and Drew all? And everybody healthy. Not healthy, but everybody's on the court. So I'm like, what's going on? It was like 77-47. I'm like, God,
Yeah.
dang. I'm
Yeah,
like, what's going
they ended
on
up
here?
losing by 41 points. Jeez. Y'all
See,
supposed to
that's
be
nice
that
if
team
you in the
though.
first month. Like in the first month, nobody would have, really blinked an eye. But 1 week left, Celtics and Bucks is kind of like projected to be the Eastern Conference Finals. Like,
Right.
and I think the Boston Celtics beat them twice. I don't know if they lost to the Bucks yet this season, but that's a nice little mental battle right there too. It's like, hey, we haven't even
Right.
beat this team. The Bucks supposed to be like right now, like
And
we
that
got the
last one
Bucks
not
and
even being
Celtics coming out the
close.
East. I know
Yeah.
both the
That not even
games
being
wasn't
close.
close.
That's what I'm saying. So for this one not even to be close. So now we get to the playoffs. It's like, y'all, we know that not only can we beat them, but we can wipe the floor,
Demolish.
demolish all the
Demolish.
we can demolish them, man. Like it make you confidence on the court changes everything, man. When you say, oh yeah, this is easy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, and
they shoot better, feel better.
their
Yeah.
first game together, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum scored 70 against the Celtics. I mean, against the Bucks. The
See?
second game, they did the exact same, 70 points between the both of them. And I'm like, if they got a recipe
Yeah.
against the Bucks, that's a really tough one. The only thing people are saying if it's like the 76ers can like, you know, I don't know how it'll go, but if they're able to knock out the Celtics, then that would be people will believe the Bucks can beat the 76ers. But the Celtics, if they have an easy path or a path to the Bucks, then it's a little bit chippier. So we'll have to see how that go. But man, I don't know, man. I really think that the Bucks gonna have to rethink how they gonna have to guard the Celtics. I think the biggest thing is just taking out one of the two J's, either Jason or Jalen. I would
Yeah.
say honestly, I would actually let Jason eat. Go ahead and give him 40 and take out Jaylen Brown because you taking off a person who's also can score, but also a little bit on the defensive side as well. So try to get him foul trouble and stuff like that. So kind of get him. I think he's a little bit more of a versatile player. I think both of them can play good two-way wings, but I think Jason's just gonna be able to get his points a little bit easier. So go ahead and stop worrying about don't overguard or try to stop somebody who can really go ahead and get the points anyway. With Jay
Right.
Brown,
He gonna figure that out.
I think he got to work a little bit harder. So I'm like, might as well go ahead and make it a long night for him in the series and, let Jason get, I don't care. Give me 40, 50, but if y'all lose, I don't care. You can average whatever. So.
Right. Oh, yeah. Nice, man. Yeah, we wrapping up, y'all. The last week of regular season.
I'm ready, man. And let me get your thoughts on the plan. So.
Okay.
Without, because your team could be in a play-in, so you saying like the tournament may help you. But if your team wasn't in it, they was in first place, hypothetically, how do you feel like honestly about the play-in tournament? Do you like it? Do you like the setup? Do you wish we go back to it just being, 1 through 8?
Just top 8. Yeah. I mean, well, because here's the thing, and even putting my team back in it, with the Lakers right now being 6, 7, 8 seed right now. Mm-hmm. That, okay, like we barely squeak in. Now we got to play a play-in. And if it's one game elimination, now all of a sudden, even though we worked so hard through these 82, that one game done screwed us out of the playoff. I mean, of course, yes, you have to play hard, blah, blah, blah. Got it.
Yeah.
But it messes up a lot. But I get like the whole, like, it adds another element to the game. So I understand and on top of that, now my competition gets an extra rest, and they were already a 1 seed while I'm working hard to play that extra, you know what I'm saying? So to me, yes, I definitely see a lot of cons in the play-in tournament. I get why business-wise it's cool, because then it's like, it's a whole other thing that we want to watch and add to the game. And I don't know. I personally don't like it, but if that's the rules, then let's get it. Let's try to win these play-in games, but I'm not that big a fan of it. I mean, maybe it's something that like, maybe back in the day when they first added the 3-point line, we were like, oh, that's stupid. No, you know what I'm saying? But then we got used to it. I don't know.
Hopefully, my opinion is hopefully the play-in does not last too much longer. I feel like
Well, didn't they? I feel like they put that in the collective bargaining agreement. The new thing that just came out, like the new agreements and new stuff that they've implemented. They put play-in tournament is now a thing.
I had to check. I know they added the end game. They added a new tournament. So it's in the mid-season tournament. They added something different. That's not the
Oh,
play-in.
what is? Oh, they added a
Yes.
mid-season. I need to go back and read. That's
Yes.
why. What does that even do?
They was talking about something like that, and it might have awards and stuff as well. It's called Let me look here real quick. Like I'm trying to get the right name it for it. Yeah, in season tournament. So that's all I'm saying. It's something different than the play-in, but they add another tournament on top of this stuff. I'm like, and I think it's to engage people, like just like you said, like coming into the playoffs. I think a lot of people tune in because it's starting to ramp up a little bit, and then the play-in tournament is like, oh my God, it's like a trailer to the what's going to be happening in the playoffs. So they kind of watching that, and then they're trying to introduce this in-season tournament because halfway through, a lot of people fall off. Honestly, beginning of the fall and maybe after Christmas, a lot of people kind of tune in. But honestly, it's a really break between people really watching and stuff like that. They're losing a lot of those followers and stuff. So they're trying to get that to bring the game back in, get a little bit of hyper competition. And they said,
who would
at least
who
when
would
they was
play
talking
in
about it.
Would it
I
be
don't
like
know
the
how-
bottom teams or something? It could honestly
I don't
that'd
know
be
how
cool because like it
I
would
don't know
help
how
them
it's
like
gonna set up
listen.
though.
They should have. What I would do is because a lot of teams tank, right? So they get so used to, oh, I'm gonna lose, I don't care, I'm gonna just do whatever.
Yeah.
We need to like, okay, if y'all want to, like, of course we do like a lottery, but like we need to do like the bottom teams need to play to see who gets that number one pick. So now you got to actually show you deserve it or something like that. Because if y'all playing sucky all year, like let's say I'm a Rockets fan or something, I got to watch my team play sucky the whole year. I can't even get a time where they actually turn it up. Y'all supposed to be number 1 and number 3 picks or whoever, you know what I'm saying? These lower
that's a tough
teams
one,
that
man.
still, I don't know, something. It should be because like now you got like teams that we actually are coming and wanting to see having to play extra games, and they're already trying to sit out. And they're already, 82 games isn't a lot of games, and so what are we supposed to put our best teams in this in-season tournament on top of the tournament that on top of the 82 games, on top of the fact that now they've raised it to where you have to play a minimum of 65 games. So you only played a minimum of 65, which I'm all for it, man. Quit sitting for no reason. Minimum of 65 games plus the in-season tournament plus the playoffs, and then what I'm saying, let the teams that probably ain't gonna make the playoffs in this.
Yeah, to me, if they did an in-season tournament, they want to have the stars in it. So to me, I don't think they're gonna have the lower teams playing it because it'll be like, well, LeBron and Durant and all these people about to go at it. And when they was talking about this, it came out like on ESPN like a couple months back. They was talking about potentially doing something like this, and they were saying it's thoughts around the league that it may be like some mid-season awards that go around that tournament as well, like the championship and all that kind of stuff, and MVP of that tournament, which is cool, but at the same time, to me, that's kind of more like I don't want to say college like, but it's kind of taking off like this mini tournaments. I'm like, if I'm an NBA player, why would I want to play in an in-season tournament? Hyped up action. The risk there's already this big risk of injury already, and now this
Right.
is as that to it. So it's just one of those like I don't know if that's gonna be worth it if I'm a star player and I'm like, you know what, our team don't even look like we about to make it to the playoffs, and now I'm worrying about an in-season tournament or something like that. So, and like the Mavs or something like that. So, but yeah, the in-season tournament, the play-in, I'm not really unless they show us something that we just was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Until I see something like that, I don't see no really a need besides money wise. That's the only thing I can see is for the play-in in season.
Trying to just bring people back to the
that play-in, bro, I do not like it because at first it was a trial run. People was like, okay, it upped the engagement. And okay, it's something new. The first year, of course, it's going to up the engagement because it's something new. Like, people going to definitely tune in. So it's like, oh, we could do it again. My theory, the reason is that I think because of the playing help teams like the Warriors, the teams like the Lakers in the last couple of years get into the playoffs. I feel that
Yeah.
they was like, well, just in case our teams that we have superstar power on fall for some reason, injuries, whatever, fall too low, we can at least give
They
them a
still
little edge, a little bit.
last minute, yeah.
Yeah, because at the same time, like, yeah, we kind of see
Mm,
like if LeBron's in a playing, we Curry in a playing, we feel like they can outlast the competition to get into at least the playoffs. The Grizzlies got the Warriors one time, but for the most part, they're trying to get out. But I feel like I feel like it's not gonna last too much longer. Now it might be an agreement, but they can always change. If both parties come together, they can also change. How this looks because that's how they did with the playing. So at least I think. So hopefully, I mean, we'll see. Hopefully, we see a change, man. I'm just one of those like if I'm like you said, if my team fought 82 games and we got to 6, 7, or 8. I don't want to worry about being 7, 8 and have to play 9 and 10. Like, I'm sorry,
right.
I don't care because that's the whole thing about having tiebreakers and everything. Like, if you 8 and 9 and we'll have a tiebreak over you, then hey, I get to be in the AC. Not let me go battle for you, and then next thing you know, 2 of my stars is out. I lost that game. I lost one game, or
Right.
I lost 2 games, and now I'm like at 11. I'm out of the playoffs just because of that. So or 9th or whatever. Um, but yeah, man. Hopefully, I really think the play-in is going to be removed. I don't know how long it's going to take. It might be our children's age by the time. I don't know, but
You're right. And by then we probably just be used to it. Like I'm saying, yeah, it might just be like normal, regular. You know what I'm saying? Back in my day, we didn't have this, but
I think something's going to have to happen dramatically for them to change it. But like the play-in, like or somebody get like really hurt on the in-season tournament, something like that, and that cost them something like that. But like I said, anybody can get injured at any time. So, but
money.
the only thing is, it's gotta they have to have like a track record. So they're gonna have to have it for at least a couple years and be like, well, every time we have this tournament, it seems like it's massive injuries always happening in this tournament around this tournament time. So they might you correlate that together. But for me, for that to happen, it would have to have years of track record on it. So it's tough, man. It's tough, man. But you touched on the CBA a little bit. Any big things that came out of there that you think needs worth noting?
There's a couple things that kind of like maybe perk my ears up, I guess. Maybe, huh? Well, so the cool I mean, okay, I'll start going down a little bit, go down the list. They said that they'll no longer test for marijuana. And I'm like, that could be good, could be bad. But honestly, man, like one thing that I've learned from having like some of my friends that have played pro sports or like whether in the NFL or even NBA and from all these players' podcasts, everybody smoke, just about.
Yeah.
All these top players, because like we just talked about how they play 82 plus games. They've got all this, they get banged up. Or in NFL, they play at least 16 games, 16, 17 games, not including playoffs. And you get banged up in practice.
Yeah.
But then you want to do, you want to give me all these painkiller pills, all these different lower tabs and this and that, oxys, and now I'm addicted to pills. So now you have, and with all the marijuana advancements, there's a whole lot more, it's like a healthier alternative to the dangerous drugs that damage your liver and do all this and make you addicted and blah, blah, blah. And you was already going to do it anyway. So
yeah, that's the biggest thing. It's like they was going to do it anyway. And then all these states are starting to get, legalizing it. So it's kind of, I think that's what
I live in LA. It's like if I live in LA and it's legal to just walk into the store and buy it the same way I buy pretzels, but I can't, what I'm saying? Everybody around me doing it, they out there on the street walking by and I already was smoking before. I shouldn't be criminalized or kicked out or banned. Shoot, OJ Mayo was banned from the NBA for smoking weed.
Yep.
not cocaine, not heroin or something. Like we talking about weed. Like, you know, and so you're vilifying these guys who are just trying to find these little outlets and all this. Like I said, like they trying to recover and wind down or whatever. And how you like marijuana is like way healthier than like alcohol. But they sit here, you can drink, you can get a Hennessy deal, you can do whatever. We always
champagne
drinking
shower.
all that. They literally get sponsored. Oh, here's some Coors Light at the end of a championship or whatever. All these different deals. But marijuana is the devil, basically. Like, you know, so finally it's catching up. A lot of these players that were vilified still now get to, I mean, I guess it's like their fight in the past is finally paying off, like the Steven Jacksons and the Matt Barnes and whoever else, you know, like now it's becoming more sociable. Yeah. So it's good to see that. And then what was the other one? Oh yeah, one that kind of caught my eye that I just maybe I need more answers on, and we can maybe circle back on a different episode. Is the sports betting. Now they can make money off of that. I don't think it was like them specifically betting, but maybe like if FanDuel or DraftKings or something comes to them, I think that they probably weren't able to get endorsements from sports betting.
Yeah, because it's okay. From Sham, this is what he put out. He was like, the new agreement will give players the ability to invest in NBA and WNBA teams, as well as promote and or invest in sports betting and cannabis companies. So I think the biggest thing is that they couldn't endorse it and be like, hey, use DraftKings to bet your bet. I don't know if it's gonna be like the player can make a bet, because how can you make a bet and you don't want people are betting? I don't know.
That's how that sports shaving and the illegal stuff starts happening. Yeah.
So I think it's one of those like, hey, my friends and all my folks use this app for the bets. This is what y'all should use. This is what I'm going to endorse.
Yeah, even if you say, hey, the best app to make money off of me is such and such or such and such. True. Okay, sure. Okay, like, you know, I'm just thinking of commercial or that, whatever. I don't know. It sounds kind of fishy a little bit.
It's fishy as hell. It's fishy as hell. Because like I said, when we was talking earlier, I was like, if I'm promoting a DraftKings and, you know, I don't know how it is or how involved people or players in the NBA will be, but say, you know, you got a point spread on or LeBron getting 30 and you guarding him, he has 28. He was like, well, I did just put 1,000 of my family friend on this app. If LeBron get this, they about to get a little money. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna let him go by.
You know, and that may 30. Already be happening a little bit. You know, that may already be happening. You already know. Like, you already know. Like they like somebody cousin like, hey, bro, you playing against so and so. Come on, man. I got him only scoring 25. So. You know what I'm saying? Because Bradley Beal be arguing with people because they be getting, and a lot of players, period, have been, or a lot of fans have been. That's why they've been going so hard on the NBA players lately. I mean, they already kind of did, but they've been upping it because they're like, yo, you just cost me $10,000 and this and that. It's like, first off, I didn't tell you to bet. I didn't tell you this and that. I'm playing this game and you're playing with my life, basically. Like you're betting on what I'm doing. So I feel like that will up it more. Now it'll become more, you told me to get on this app, so I bet on you. And you know what I'm saying? It could be some, I don't know. It could get more efficient.
It could backfire, yeah.
Yeah. And so it's that, I mean, I like the fact that like you're allowing them to get a whole other avenue to make some money. So like, let's say now there will be more apps coming up. You know, Mario Chalmers, actually he's not in the league no more, but like just a random name, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a Tyler Halliburton, like, hey, I've got this app coming out called Sportsbook or whatever.
Yeah.
Invested or everybody log on to this. And now he gets to make money off the app that him and his friends or him and his company created. Now they have those avenues. So I don't know, maybe that works. But it's still weird. Yeah. So that another one that kind of like you just said, the ownership. the ownership sounds kind of sketch a little bit, like, which I like that. Like, it's almost like if we take it to like a lower scale, like let's say you work at, I don't know, throwing a company out of the air, Textron Aviation. Let's say you get your salary, and then they say you also get like stock options, like you get percentage of the company. That's pretty cool, I guess. So let's say you play for the Lakers, and then they say, hey, you can buy percentage of the company, or the company in a sense of the team. And so now you own 3% of the Lakers, but then you also play for them. And then let's say you get traded. So I'm still partial owner of the Lakers, but now I play for the Timberwolves. Yeah. So it's like, do I still get a ring either way? Or do I, like how like Usher got a ring for the Cavaliers when they won because he's a partial owner.
Yeah.
So it's like,
that's what it's like. They definitely
how does
do that. That one,
but that's what they're saying though.
That one get way too.
Or maybe it could be opposite. Like in the NBA, you can own WNBA teams while you're active, and then WNBA can invest in an NBA team while they're active, and you can't do that while you're inactive. And like when you're inactive, you can, buy into a regular NBA team or whatever. Like if you're an NBA player.
That's a good perspective right there. Yeah, because to me it's a conflict of interest if you do it the other way around. So they definitely gonna have to
right.
They're definitely gonna have to give us a way, give them a way to do it without potentially trying to boost what they have going on. I don't know how to say it. Like it just sound fishy. I feel like, and I don't know if they came up with some details I'm looking up now, but it seems like they just didn't give us enough information to the public. Now, after closed doors, they probably have like a whole 100-page to do.
And like I said, we'll probably revisit this with more information, but yeah, man, there's got to be more to this.
For sure. Yeah, I'm trying to find a quick thing right now, but I don't think I don't think it's enough out there to even look up. So
they I mean, it's all fresh and new. So
yeah, we'll have to get more details, and we'll touch on it how that go, man. But at least the CBA is finalized. They got a 7-year agreement, so at least we don't got to worry about no like what's it called, shutouts, or what's it called? Pretty much when everybody don't got to go to work. I forgot what it's called for the NBA.
Oh, the lockout,
lockouts. So because if it didn't sign, basically. If they didn't sign now, I think they had a extension at June, or they have like work stoppage right after playoffs. Like the day after the championship, no NBA teams and NBA players are working basically. So it'd be just like a complete work stoppage, and then they had to run around trying to figure out how they can satisfy a deal. So at least that not going to be going on. At least they already kind of settled that. So should be good. We're definitely gonna be seeing a lot of more contracts get super boosted, but I feel like it's gonna be some like stipulations, especially around I was about to say, especially around load management. Because now that people has been kind of doing a whole bunch of load management, these little injuries and stuff like that, I feel like the owners are gonna come out and say, "Hey, y'all cannot keep doing all this load management and expect us to pay y'all top dollar. So if y'all not really hurt, you can get reevaluated from other doctors. But for sure, if our doctors say you can go, and we have multiple external sources that say you can go, then we expect you to be on the court." So I don't know how that went, but I'm pretty sure, especially after like these Ben Simmons and all these James Harden, all these the last couple of years, and being forced to be moved because of stuff. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like, I feel like lots are gonna change next year, where people will be like, I'm gonna have to play. Especially, we touched on a little bit, but the 65 game minimum for the postseason awards.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be one of those where people gonna be like, we're gonna start seeing players play a little bit more, even through little tic tac fouls and stuff, injuries. So
Yeah, I think that also you end up being able to uh put that in contracts. I mean, I think we've even seen that with a few people like I think Kyrie in his Brooklyn Nets contract, he had a minimum amount of games that he was supposed to play to get paid, and he played like that exact one and then was like, all right, bet I'm not playing no more until I leave. You know what I'm saying? So they can end up restructuring contracts a lot differently now. Like, hey, I know it says a minimum of 65 games, but if you're healthy for all 82, I need you to play 71 games.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they'll start putting that, or you don't get your max that you want, like, yeah, we're gonna pay you 800 million because these numbers about to start getting crazy. So then you're gonna pay you 800 million, for
800
6
million.
years. I mean, they was already paying 400, 500. It ain't gonna be long. I mean, I'm not saying next season, but like
hold on.
next
Not 800 million though. 800 million. They was getting paid like 80 million.
I'm not saying like in a year. I'm saying like they full contract. They full contract be like,
Their
let's go
full
into being
contract be
800.
like 80 million or something like that. Cause people getting paid like 20 million a year right now. But it definitely gonna go up, but anybody get no half a bill or nothing like that.
Man, watch. Hold on. Cause what was Steph's? Oh yes. Well, Steph signed a 4-year 215 million.
For 4 years?
Yeah.
What? Oh wow.
That's what I'm saying. Who was the and then like the okay. What's his full one? Oh yeah, 2 year. Oh no, I forgot he don't sign long ones. He be 2 years here and there. So he got a 2-year 85.
Wow.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who is it? Somebody got like something crazy. I mean, I'm thinking of baseball, but
wow.
either way, something, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't gonna be long before, I mean, maybe not 800. That is a big jump, but like, but either way, I'm saying
It's still a
like,
lot of money, bro. Like quarter of a billion though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if I pay you a quarter billion and you're like, I think I'm gonna sit out. No, I need my ROI. I need my return on investment, man. So they're gonna start working that
Excuse
into
me?
contract. Yeah, they're gonna start working that into contracts. Like, yo, you gotta play 72. We need you to play 66 games or something over that six. And on top of that, and it may even say, hey, if you play 67 games, you get an extra this, an extra, you know what I'm saying? They could put those incentives in there. You know, and maybe they'll add a couple extra awards, like an Iron Man award. So if you play all 82 games or something like that, then you get the award that you get to hang out, get to have like a Mikal Bridges or something. He can end up getting that. And I know they have bonuses and stuff for winning said awards. So like an MVP,
Yeah,
MIP.
maybe a bonus, but I'll say for that award, Iron Man, people don't want that award. But I feel like if there's a bonus associated with it,
That's what I'm saying. Well, you get bonuses for any of them.
Yeah, if bonus is associated with it, then for sure that's when players are all on board. It's like, oh, I get extra money for something. Okay, let me go harder for that. Just the same. But I think All-Star selections, all NBA teams selections. So it's like all those type of things I will put players that really ain't gonna be able to make the finals every year or really in the deep in the playoffs. They bet their money on those all season those season awards, and that's what they kind of strive for. It's something that they can get an extra bonus without going deep, because sometimes you get an extra check, of course, playing more games and then also the playoff games. But if you're not making the playoffs, then hey, maybe I can get defensive player of the year, but I ain't be able to make playoffs or something like that. So
Right. See, okay. Look, I just saw this article. Nikola Jokic signed a 5-year, $272 million contract. Bradley Beal signed a 5-year, $251 million.
yeah, that
Giannis,
350, 400 around the way then.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, man. Like Giannis,
Okay.
5-year, 228.
All right. I see what you're saying for multiple years. I thought you was talking about it in a year. I was like, ain't no
Oh
way.
no, no, no,
I
no, no,
see
no, 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 no,
a
no.
contract. A
Hey,
contract. Yeah.
800 for 1 year is crazy. But
Bro,
so
I'm
like a big
playing every game and dipping. I don't care. This is enough for me.
you're right. I'm gonna play
But
the
yeah,
1 year, retire. Yeah.
average my 2 points
But
because it's guaranteed whether you get points or not. So it ain't like you
even
got to
if
be
they
like,
say, like let's say you signed an $800 million for 1 year, and they're like, yeah, but only 400 is guaranteed. That's fine.
man, they get all them stuff guaranteed. So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
and it's not even, you can't even put like, well, you need to average 12 to get the full compensation of the contract. No, I just got to play. I can give you 2 points. I can give you 22 points. It don't matter. I get the same check amount every game. That's just crazy though. I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
hey, it is what it is. It must be nice.
Man, for sure. Man. But yeah, I don't know. I think overall, it was definitely a W for the CBA, the collective bargaining agreement, especially for the players at least.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Um,
agree.
tell us what y'all think. Comment below on the YouTube. Hit us up if y'all think the collective bargaining agreement is wild. Because there are some parts on there where I'm kind of scratching my head, but let us know what you think. But yeah, switching gears, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Shoot, a quick question. I know we didn't really talk about it too much, man, and I haven't asked this in a while, but with the seasons changing, I know people start to switch up their music and stuff. So, what are you listening to lately?
Ooh. Man, it came out of left field. Let me see.
I'm not, man, nothing too crazy. Just I know
I'm gonna have to
in the
check,
car
man.
and all
I
that.
haven't been listening to nothing really crazy new. My playlist has been really the same. Like it's same, still that big crit.
Mm-hmm.
I already changed for the seasons. I kind of listen to the same stuff. I might listen to some singles that come up by using Pandora or whatever. So,
Okay.
still on my big crit. Now Dreamville is having a concert in
Yeah.
North Carolina this weekend. So I've been listening to some more Dreamville just because it's been online and everything. I was like, okay, let me just tap in. I've been listening to a lot of them more lately. But that's the wave
Mm-hmm.
everybody been on. It's not like something new.
Right. Yeah. Dreamville. If you know, you know.
Everybody been on them, so it ain't
Yeah.
nothing. My boy Ace Hood
Should
came out with a new album, like came around my birthday, so in February, so 2 months ago. Dang, 2 months ago. Good lord.
Flying.
So I've been listening to that one, and then it's a guy named Coda the Friend. I'm not sure if you heard of
Oh,
him.
yeah. I heard him. Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
had
from
a
the Bay. He from the Bay, I think.
new little mixtape or album that came out. I've been listening to that. It's called Lyric something.
Hmm.
So I've been listening to that as well. So trying to see the name of it. It's called Lyrics to Go. This is volume 4. So yeah, that one I kind of got a different vibe to it. So I'll put that on every now and again. So and then of course my old school R&B. I mean that's like I listen to that
Right.
all the time. You know, Anthony Hamilton, Luther,
Okay.
Temptations.
Dang.
You know,
Oh, you be taking it back. You be taking it
Isley
back.
Brothers. Yeah, bro, I'll be all over the place. So
Okay.
um, so yeah, that's pretty much my playlist that's been going on. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
What about you, man? Anybody new or for sure?
So for me, well, all right. So off top, I listen to Boz almost all the time now. It's Dreamville.
Dreamville. I'm about to say.
Yeah, that's Dreamville. So yeah, I like him. He's probably of course, I'll say like besides Cole, like Cole's like the whatever tier. Boz, I just kind of like he makes real chill music for me, so it's like you almost listening to R&B in a sense. It's like like a chill, right? You almost get the same feeling listening to Boz than you do. And he has like some upbeat, more African sounding songs. Like in the Creed 3 soundtrack, I'm gonna find myself going there.
Yeah.
Move, like we already did the movie review, it's kind of, up and down, but the soundtrack is hard. The soundtrack, even if it's right here, the soundtrack is
The soundtrack is fire, yeah.
yeah. So I've been finding myself going into there for some reason. DJ Drama just put out an album. Actually, I think he put out two. That boy been working. I keep seeing people coming out with gangsta grills, but the DJ Drama got one. I'm really like that. I'm messing with it.
Do you know what artist
shoot.
You remember?
Man, I mean, I'm pulling it up now. He got a song Raised Different with Nipsey, Jeezy, and Blast.
Yeah. That one coming strong right there.
What's this one that I knew that when I heard? Let me see. Oh, he already had that on another one. I Ain't Gonna Hold You, the DJ Drama and Jeezy. So that one always go. Forever, Fabulous, Benny the Butcher, Jim Jones.
Benny, I've been on him for a minute, bro.
Same. We was talking about him back when he was here.
Yeah, man.
The Butcher coming. Yeah.
I think he's gonna get a little bit more recognition, right? Because by the time we listened to him, he was still kind of underrated a little bit. I don't know if I want to say underground, but a lot of people didn't really know of him. But now he had some projects with J. Cole, DJ Drama, and all of them. So yeah, man,
he be spitting, man. So yeah, it's a decent one. Yeah, the intro is DJ Drama, well, obviously, and Tyler the Creator. So him and Tyler the Creator kind of locked in, and it's where he on his rapidy rap. So I like Tyler when he's rapping.
Yeah, that's one thing. I think Julius kind of like Tyler the Creator. I haven't really
go to his
him like that. So
go to the one that he got the Grammy for. He deserved that Grammy for that. Yeah, dive into that. That one's pretty hard. But yeah, overall, the way he put the beats together, the collabs were pretty cool. He had one. Oh, matter of fact, when I first heard it, I was like, I was gonna hit you up about this. The last song on the album, We Made It, with Saha. Yeah.
Give me that.
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't put me on actually. You put me on him. So
Saha, La Russell, and Carvina.
La Russell, bro.
The bars is barring on that one. The whole
This is all on the same album?
Yes. This album, he titled it I'm Really Like That.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, that one.
I might have to.
Yeah. And then of course, shoot, I've been on my R&B too, man. I've been finding like a little bit more abstract, kind of off the beaten trail artists and stuff like that. Some of them on there, yeah, for sure. But yeah, I even made myself a playlist, Quantum Chill, on Spotify. And I don't get no money.
What made you think of that name?
Quantum Chill, just cause like, hey, I don't know, I just be on my science shit, but like, like I just feel like sometimes when I drive, and I don't know, and I don't want to sound like one of them like weirdo music dudes, but kind of, like when I listen to music, like I kind of like see it, like I see like colors and stuff. Yeah, like I kind of like when I'm listening to music, it's kind of like, did you ever watch those Fantasia videos when you were a kid? Like those Disney Fantasia where like they show like them making a sound, and so like I kind of see music like that. So when I'm driving or just chilling, listening to music, like my mind just goes into some like realm type of thing, especially if it's like a certain type of chill music or something that's like when I listen to jazz or something like that. So like I found some certain things where they just kind of feel like I'm going to like a quantum realm or whatever. It's kind of like after I watched Ant-Man and stuff like that, made me think of that. But yeah, man, just like some other work, like I don't know, I just feel real relaxed when I listen to it, but also feel like maybe in the mood on a couple songs, or just it kind of take me there. So I just found those in there because I have like a cruise playlist where all my songs found like are just theme songs. Feel like when I'm listening to it, like even if they're not an actual theme song, it's just like I feel like I'm like driving like I'm in a movie or something. like I'm a main. It makes me feel like main character.
Yeah,
But
I got you.
and then of course, shoot, I've been listening to Nip, since RIP Nip. It's like his third anniversary of his passing just happened. But so yeah, I was back on that Victory Lap, going back to
Yeah,
Mailbox
I
Marathon.
remember when you was telling me about that because for most people, I don't want to speak for a lot of people, but a lot of people wasn't on Nip like that when he around his passing, and then of course his music kind of blew up a little bit more once he passed. But she was one of the few people I knew that was bumping him regularly before anything
Yeah.
happened, and I'm like, "You listen to Nip? Why are you listening to Nip?" It's like I've been on
Right?
Nip since I was
I
like,
was going off for you. Boy, you don't know. Hold up. You gotta listen to this song and then go to this.
I'm talking about when he
Go to this
stopped the
mixtape here.
session. He stopped the session. He went to go ahead and play her and said, "No, you gotta listen to this one. No, listen to this one. No, listen to this one." I was like, "God dang!" So you probably one of the like original people that who was on him heavy and then consistently, not one of those kind of which happened. I mean, it's good and bad. I mean, it's bad because something
Right,
happened for
right.
people to recognize his music, but at the same time, it's good because now you have people that can tap into his work and his message that he kind of had and brought through his music as well. So, but yeah, man, yeah, you was one of the original people that I know for sure before his passing that you was definitely on his music. While you was growing up, you was listening to music. But before that, I'm telling you, at least people, my circle, a lot of people wasn't listening to Nip like that. I mean, he might be
Yeah.
on a feature or two, but y'all wasn't going listening to Nip. Y'all was not putting him on your car. You didn't ask for the aux to put on Nip. So I'm like, if y'all, I mean, now honestly, a lot of people ain't even putting it on Nip, honestly, bro. Like, if you think
Yeah.
about it, it'd be like a couple bangers, but it's the same songs
I
or
do.
singles that. So it's
Yeah.
not.
I mean, man, if
Besides
you
the
go
Nip,
back, I need to make a whole little timeless playlist of just the Nip songs to play. You know what I'm saying? He got the upbeat, you know what I'm saying? I got y'all, man. Let me curate. Give me a couple
It was
weeks.
a Nip starter pack.
Yeah, the Nip starter pack. Yeah. Big shout out to my boy Jonathan Brown, man. One of my old Navy buddies. I had first got Nip from this random when I was in college the first time before I joined the Navy. This random crit dude who was in like this marketing class I was in. He was like, "Me, you don't know about Nip, cuz?" I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about, man." This is like 2009. Man, hold up, man. Let me get your laptop, man. Gave me put his hard drive in, or he had like a thumb drive, and
Man,
downloaded
I remember those.
way too many songs onto my. I'm like, bro, I only got so much storage now.
I'm about to say we ain't got too much going on. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I got the little cheap laptop. I got the $200 little small ones back there. Flooded my thing. I listened to it a little bit. I was like, okay, yeah, this is whatever, you know. And then my boy Jonathan was like, yo, man, like he was playing something. I was like, who is this? He's like, Nip. You ain't never heard Nip? I was like, actually, yes. And and I told him about that. He was like, and he played this 7 days a week. And it was like it was him rapping on this Currency and Wiz song. And I was like, hold on, what else he got? Yeah, so I was back on. It was on the marathon. He let me get his marathon mixtape, and it's been up since then, man. That was like 2011 or 12, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, nah.
Man, that's a good little run.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, you gotta go all the way back. I ain't really new. I ain't just get here for victory lap, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what a lot of people like don't really know all his stuff. So that's dope that you still on him, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, cause a lot of stuff is kind of like timeless. And then like, like I said last week, he got that one part on the intro on Victory Lap when he was like listening to music at the Mayan ruins. And so it was like I got to do the same thing that he said on there, when I went to the Mayan ruins. But yeah,
Right.
let me see. And then of course I'll be listening to podcasts and stuff like that more than anything.
That's me, bro. Like honestly, right
Yeah.
now, like when I'm in the car and stuff like that, like I rarely listen to my playlist, but also like I said, my playlist has kind of been the same. So it's kind of like I feel I listen to the same song I've been listening to like every other day. So I listen to a lot of podcasts, man. I mean, we listen to similar podcasts, stuff like that. Is any podcast you want to shout out or something that you've been looking at differently, or like something that she was like, this is popping a little bit. I kind of like this.
Okay, so there's this one I've been listening to. It's just for the funny type of podcast. They kind of like, I guess they are kind of blowing up. I'll be sending you their clips sometimes. Crash Dummies podcast.
Yes. That's when they be
Them
calling
dude,
in.
yeah,
They
so the
have the
people be
callers.
calling in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then also they just be talking about like stuff as well. But yeah, man, they're funny. Let me see who else I'll be listening to. Of course, I mean, you already know, like, you may not like them, but Joe Budden podcast, I listen to that, but
Oh
they
no,
don't need no.
we can skip on that. We can skip.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, he be cracking me up, man. I listen to the Read a lot.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go on that one, but
Random Order podcast is pretty funny. They're out of
I've heard of them.
like Toronto. But yeah. Ignorant Philosophy. I've talked about them before on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of like funny. Sometimes they get into deep topics and stuff like that. Really make you kind of think, and I don't know. So yeah, it's just a few of them. Skin is In podcast by Chandelier. She's like moving to where she's talking to estheticians, but also like now she's getting into where she's gonna be talking to like other business owners and dreamers and creatives and stuff like that. So yeah, that one on there. But yeah, for the most when I'm on my podcast type of thing. Those are just, because of course we got the ones that we always that we watch, the 85 South and
Pivot.
All them. Pivot, I Am Athlete, but just the off the beaten trail type of things.
Yeah, the only one out of those, we watched a lot of similar ones, and then I gotta put in more than culture. I listen to their stuff a lot. They really funny, man. Then I think
for sure.
I think 3 out of them are based out of Atlanta, so they kind of give it that same like cultural references and stuff like that to that city. And then Tyler's from California, so he kind of give that perspective as well. Because one thing I like about them,
you don't really feel like it no more.
Yeah,
you don't really feel like he's from California no more, man.
But it's funny because they'll do like a story talking about, oh, this is how it is in Atlanta, and they'll be like, well, y'all know how it is, and he'd be like, I don't know. Can you please explain? I really don't know. And it'd be like so funny.
Yeah.
It's like, please go into it, Remo, please. So I think for podcasts, that's pretty much it. And then I watch a lot of tech, YouTube and stuff like that. Like I get real nerdy into it. Like I look at of course I got an Android. Don't kill me. I got Android, but I like the new customization and stuff on my phone, and so I look at those different apps and stuff to get on my phone. Look up headphone reviews, different wireless technology, stuff like that. Like it's all over the place, bro. Like I go deep into that stuff. I just like listen to people new stuff that come out. Anything like that. And then some home interior stuff I kind of watch, but I try to find something I like to listen to instead of watch, because if it's in the car or something like that, I rather have them talk about it. Like if you talk about home interior, it's more visual stuff. So you can't really just, sit and watch it sometimes. So but yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. And then I do go into the realm of sneaker YouTube, which is a huge thing. You know what I mean? I'm in the sneaker game. So, but that's pretty much like sneaker news, like a shoe coming out, or a shot drop about to come here and get ready for that. So I've been slowing down, but that's pretty much what I listen to.
I think also I'm gonna shoot you some bail, because as y'all listen, y'all, I'm iPhone, team iPhone, but I shoot Jamaal Bell because he's a super tech dude. So for him, it ain't just, well, the camera's better or da-da-da-da. It's like, yo, he knows all the ins and outs, knows all the tech, the real tech behind things. And so one thing that I like about iPhones is it makes it a lot easier. It's easier for the day-to-day. But if you know all the ins and outs, then it's like, okay, this is like a really nice Camry. It's very easy to drive. The settings are kind of there. Whereas if you don't know how to properly drive a more advanced car, you may be like, oh, that car is kind of trash, or this, or like a BMW. People will be like, well, BMWs did it. They have a lot of, yeah, well, that's because A, you don't know how to drive, you don't know how to take care of maintenance, you don't know how to look up things to keep your computer updated in your car, all the little tune-up stuff that you don't even know that you need to look up. So for you, it makes sense. Like, if you just the regular, well, the camera is better. We've already had the same kit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? But for you, if I say what else, you're like, well, actually, and I'm just like, damn, okay, maybe I need to get it. But I won't know how to go in and do the things like you know how to do it. So iPhones are just more user-friendly to me. So that's why I'm keeping my life simple. But you, it's already simple for you.
That's also very true. And then also one thing with iPhones is like, and this is what, you know, a lot of my friends tell me about this, is the ecosystems. Like they can have it synced to their iPad, they got the Mac computers and stuff like that. So it's like, once you have that sync and you in an ecosystem, that's what Apple definitely geared their customers for. It's like, hey, once you're in, and we're really making it really simple for you. And once people adopt it, it's really hard. That's why it's one of those, I don't debate no iPhone versus Android, because it's one of those you like what you like. Because it's really no, how can you change it at this point? Because it's like, the only thing I tell people is you don't need to upgrade every year. Like, because you're
for sure.
You're not
really I run my iPhones ragged.
Difference. Yeah, I was like, that's the only thing. And you know, they also do the updates where it breaks your phone, where it's kind of like, hey, you look like you had this for 3 years. Let me see this update. Break your phone, make you feel like you gotta get the brand newest one. And that's
that's also their fault, because like, so for me, like, yes, I know how to work phones. I actually used to fix them. So like I get the hardware of phones. I'm not really too good on the software, but a couple things that I do know is, this is tech talk for sure. Y'all know we nerds. But when you update your phone, a lot of times people will just see, oh, you have an update, blah, blah, blah. And they just hit the update and just let it do that. When you update your phones or your iPhone, you have to plug it into your computer and into your iTunes and do it that way. Because what happens is, if you just do it on your phone, there's still little pieces of corrupted files or little fragments of the old updates on there. So it'll flood up your memory. So you have memory of just a whole bunch of stuff. And you're like, well, I didn't delete all my pictures. I did this. I don't got no apps now, but it's full. Well, it's because you still have all this data in there from the old thing. Whereas if you do it on your laptop or your computer or whatever, it erases everything off of your phone. It backs up your phone, erases everything off, and then only puts the stuff that you want on it plus the new update. So you don't have any old fragments on there. So now your phone gets to still work smooth, and you keep getting the best part of every update and not the corruptions and the breakdown and the glitches. So people don't know that, and they just blame it on, oh, well, they're always making my phone slow. Well, mine never does that. Like, I'm good. You know. Mine is just like, I done dropped it in water too many times, or I done cracked it, or.
That's so, I mean, but at the same time, like you said, the ease of use, like, because you work there, you kind of know that. But at the same time, somebody's like, yeah, I still update. I update it. Now my phone running slow. What's going on? Like, I'm not about to go on Google and try to figure out and roll back.
You can restore and do it again, but
yeah. So it's like one of those, like, people. Honestly, most people in that clientele, they don't want to have no go backs and all that kind of stuff. It's one of those I want my stuff to be easy and simple. I'm able to take my pictures, go to my social media apps, take notes, draw on it if you have that capability, and then that's it. Like,
most of them ain't even drawing. Yeah,
they got a set thing they want to do with it, and that's done. So, but yeah, man, yeah. But I could talk about, you know, Android, iPhone all day. But I'm looking for a new phone. I mean, I got the OnePlus 8T. I'm thinking about going to the OnePlus 11, but I just cannot go back.
You know, honestly,
iPhone, bro.
When we talking Androids, and this is one thing I will for sure say, like, from working in the phone industry back in the day, OnePluses were magnificent to me. Like, so, like, over the Galaxies, over the whatever else is, the OnePluses are like the top tier of Android. So if you're looking for that, then yeah, nah. I remember, like, I was looking at people's phones like, we come with all this.
I mean, right now they kind of fell off because it used to be like that budget friendly, but give you that full
It used to be
mainstream
invite
specs.
only. They used to be invite.
Yeah,
That was crazy. Yeah.
I was in that era too. But right now I think Google Pixels are good because you also want a clean Android skin because you're not gonna get pure
Pixels
Android,
too.
but
Yeah.
Google Pixels is real nice. You also want to get something that get a lot of updates. That's the downside of Galaxies and Samsungs is like they look really nice, but they don't get a lot of updates frequently. So, if you do want to update something that's having a bug or something, it might be a while before you get it to your device. But
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I'm still looking, man. I might stick with the OnePlus. I just upgraded last year, so I might keep it for a little minute. But yeah, man, I just can't. If I do iPhone, it got to be like a business phone or like a side phone. It can't. It will never be my main
Yeah.
destiny. But um, yeah, man, I don't even know how we got on this topic.
Right. Just random tangents. Shoot. Speaking of random, man. Yo, I know you be watching like reality shows. We'd have talked about that, how it's one of the guilty pleasure type of things.
Yeah,
I see you
I watched
watching
a couple.
yeah. Man, okay. So I got one. It's messy. It's messy. Sometimes I just like a little mess that ain't my mess. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. Yeah. Love is Blind. Love is Blind
I
on
don't know.
Netflix. All right.
Man.
Can I try to convince you?
You can try. Let
All
me
right.
see.
All right.
Let me play you the first 10 episodes real quick.
Yeah. Now, if you watch all season 4, no, but all right. So here's the premise. So they start off and it's like, I don't know the full number. Let's say 15 women, 15 men. And they all start off like speed dating, but you only talk in these pods. So you're basically talking to a person like you're sitting in this comfortable looking room. It just looks like a couch and look like a little living room with no TV. And then you're talking to this person on the other side of the wall. And then you go through speed date and then you go, you know what? I kind of like that Sarah girl or whoever. So now you start meeting with whoever you want to talk to a little bit more. Now you can't actually see the person until after you propose. And you got like 10 days, I guess, 10 days to pick who you want and propose and all that. And sometimes people be like, yo, I like Jessica and I like Melissa. And then, so then they have to end up picking. And then you be like, hey, by the way, I was also talking to Melissa. So then they go back to the main room where it's all the women, or you go back to where it's all the men. You be like, I was just talking to Josh. And they're like, you like Josh too? Oh my God. So then there's like this little, but then, after y'all pick, right? And this will make it funny. So the first season, people were from all over, and then they got it right, and they made it to where every season is a different city. So after that, it was like, I forget. I know there was like a Dallas one. There was a Chicago one. Oh yeah, Chicago, Dallas, and now this season 4, it's all Seattle.
Okay.
And so, so it's funny because like right after you say I do, or like, yes, I will marry you, blah, blah, blah. So now y'all get to meet. So now you get to see this person for the first time. So y'all may have had this perfect connection, y'all talking, all that. But now what if they ugly to you? Or what if they, oh, damn, you look better than I thought. So then you see somebody like, oh, okay. They run up, they walk up, they run up to each other, hug, kiss if they want to, sit down, talk for a little bit. Man, this season, there was this girl. So they finally, yes, I do. Just this loving connection. I don't care what he looks like. I don't care if he's short, tall, ugly. He's my heart. We've had such a big connection and this and that. They walk up. She gave him a hug like you'd hug your friend. I'm talking about your partner. The over, under. Oh, what up, bro? Like, what it is? And all the other ones, they do the little, sexy, bring it in, maybe kiss it out or something. And so then they was like, oh, let's just sit over here. She was kind of looking at him like, huh? Like his face just perplexed her. And she was just like, you look like a cartoon character. He was like, I don't know if that's bad or good. I guess I'll take it as a compliment.
How you take that? Oh my God.
And so afterwards, all the people who actually found a match, they go to like, most of the years they go to like Mexico to this resort for like a week or like a few days. And while they're there, the first day they just hang out with each other, have a cute little, whatever. And then they get to meet some of the other people that went. So this is the first time where if you're a girl, you get to see the rest of the guys that went. So, oh, wait, that's Samuel. That's so-and-so. That's Jamaal. Okay. And so now you see a lot of girls going, oh, shoot, that's the dude that I picked. Or the guy's going, oh, shoot, that's the girl that I didn't pick. And
I was
she
supposed to
actually
pick
looked.
this person.
Yeah. Oh, she almost looked better than the one that or this is, so it get a little, you know what I'm saying? And then they all go back after the Mexico thing. So you see a little people sneaking away, talking like, man, why didn't we da-da-da? Oh man, and then you go back to where y'all from. So now you got your family going, yo, this experiment is weird. Like you about to marry this person that you just met 10 days or 20 days ago or this and that. When y'all getting married? Oh, in 2 more weeks. What? Oh my God. Like, so you got to deal with that, or y'all got different backgrounds. You got, y'all could be different races.
So y'all are, okay. Okay, I see what it's, so they meet for the first time after talking.
Yes.
And then once they propose, it's a legit proposal.
Yes. Like they get on one knee with the ring behind the wall.
I
still don't even, you don't even meet them until after you propose.
I thought when you said propose, I thought it was kind of like just how the game goes and be like, hey, we solidifying our match. Not like when we going back, hey, meet your family, we get the venue.
We get married.
Oh wow.
Picking out dresses, episode 5, 6, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
and they
like
look
all
at
that.
They look at each couple, or they like focus on a certain couple or couples.
It's like 5. It's like 5 end up making it.
Okay.
Some people don't even make. Some of the couples don't even make it. Like you may not make it to the altar. Some may not make it past the honeymoon. Some may make it. You know what I'm saying? There are some where you get all the way there. You're like, this couple, I've been rooting for them the whole time. Because that's how it happened. That's how it happened on any show. You sitting there like, yes, I love them together. And then you get there and they're like, so now we're going to see, like the minister or whatever is like, now we're going to see if love is truly blind. Michael, do you take Melissa to be, and he'll be like, they got to do the long dramatic pause or whatever. I do. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. And then like, Melissa, do you, she's just like, I do love you with all of my heart, but I can't. And you're like, what? Oh my God. like both the families sitting there and all that, they be arguing. And how could you do this to her? And how could you do this to him? It's crazy.
Okay. When you started explaining, I thought you was talking about 90 Day Fiance.
Nah. It's a whole
there's a whole nother similar situation, but this is okay.
They be talking shit about each other.
You got me intrigued. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna go watch all of it, but I say you got me a little intrigued to see how stuff go. And each season is different, or they
yeah. So it's all different. It's all different city every year or every season. Okay. So even just for the sake of it, go to season 4. You can go back and watch the other ones later. Go to season 4, watch episode 1, report back, let us know how you felt about it. I'm telling you, like at least season 1 or at least episode 1, episode 2. Okay. Watch it. Watch till you start seeing the proposals, and then you be like, okay, this is crazy, But it's we locked in. We locked in, man. Every season, y'all can make 20 of these hoes. I'm watching. I'm watching. Yo, I'm watching. Netflix got one.
It's on Netflix. That's what it.
Netflix, yes. Love is Blind. Okay. Nick Lachey and his wife, Vanessa Lachey, they're the host of it. And so, yeah, man, it's hilarious. They came out with another show that's even messier. They only did 1 season of it so far, called The Ultimatum. That show's so messy, man. It's so much cringe to it. Basically, it's like, all right, it's all these couples where one or the other is like, why hasn't this person wanted to get married or wanted to propose to me? And And like it'll be like some dumb stuff because I guess I'm getting older. So I'm sitting there like, man, you still young, you know. So like they'll be like, I'm 25. I'm 25. Or they'll be like, we've been dating for a year and a half, and we're both 20, or I'm 24, he's 25, and he just doesn't want to propose yet. I feel like, you know, my clock is ticking. And then you're sitting there like, girl, if you don't meanwhile,
if you don't
they'd
get
be like,
that.
if you don't grow up, like, and then like the dude will have like a couple of them. It'll be messy. Like there's some that's like, come on, bro, why ain't you? You know what I'm saying? But like, there's other ones where you're like the dude will be like 25 and be like, listen, I just wanted to get out of debt first before I bought a ring, you know? And you're just saying like, I mean,
I understand.
I understand it, brother. But yeah, so like that one, and then like so then you go on this, they all meet up, all these different couples, and basically if y'all choose not to do this, like they're like, hey, right now, do you want to propose right now? And they'd be like, nah, I still want to, you know. So all right, we asked you again. So now we're gonna let y'all do this where y'all all say y'all all single and y'all can date in the couples. So now you got like, you know, you would yeah. So like is Jamaal and Samantha out there dating, and now y'all done broke up. You done broke up with Samantha for this experiment, and now you got to watch Samantha get chatted up by Chad over there while you talking to, you know, Alyssa over here, and then maybe she pick him, maybe she picked Chad. So now you got to watch her date Chad for 4 weeks. They move in together for 4 weeks, and then they go back to you for 6. Yeah, and then they go back to you. They go back to your original couple for 6 weeks. And then after that, you choose, do you want to go back to your old or go to your new, or do you want to just be single? The mess.
That is, I don't.
Dude, the whole time I'm watching that, like,
that one too much for me. I don't think I watched that. I don't think
that was. I watched that whole season. I watched that whole season. I was just like, ooh, I'm not emotionally stable for this one.
Like, I'd be getting angry for some people. It's like, you gonna let her with him? Yeah, I don't know, man. That one messy.
Yeah, but yeah, man, tune into Love is Blind. Love is Blind is the better one. I'm
gonna give season 4 a try. I'm gonna report back, let you know how it is. If it's trash, I will let you know. But you know, I mean, you know, we kind of like-minded, so I think your recommendations don't be letting me down too much.
And you know, I don't just be shooting out recommendations to all the show because I watch a lot of different stuff. So I don't just shoot out my recommendations on everything. So it's gonna be.
I'll take your word for it, man. I'll at least give my word. I'll check it out. So
all right,
first 1 or 2 episodes of season 4. So but yeah, man, it's been all over the place, man. So
yeah. This is definitely random, like we said. We talk about everything from NBA to anime.
That's for sure, man. So y'all definitely like, comment, subscribe, man. Man, we talked about so many topics. So just, hey, whatever you got to say, just let us know, man. We're interested to hear what y'all thoughts are. Also, if y'all have any topics that y'all want us to hit on, let us know as well, man. And before we get out, man, any shout outs this week? Do you have any big shout outs?
Let's see. Quick shout out off the top of my head. Man, well, quick happy birthday. Literally today as we filming, I already shout him out enough on this episode, but still, Mavenu, happy birthday, Mavenu, getting old, 26.
Yes, sir.
So yeah,
happy
big
birthday,
shout outs to him. So yeah, but I guess I would say, dang, I don't know why I'm blanking right now. I don't know why I don't got one besides him. Shout out to my boy Jonathan Brown, man. I just thought back on him, man. Got me on Nib. Also one of my close friends in the Navy. Y'all know how when you out there, you form those bonds and those friendships to where they feel like they're your family, man. So yeah, big shout out to my bro Jonathan. So
yeah, man. This week I got 2. So one is my sister, named Gloria. So basically she a marketing analyst is her job, and she kind of gave me some tips and stuff that we could do or try out for the podcast and stuff like that. She do
Okay.
listen to some of the videos and stuff like that. So she gave me some tips. I think we're gonna take some of those tips, try to incorporate in some of the things we do in the future. So definitely want to shout her out for that, always being a great supporter, So second one, bro, I've been wearing it all day. Royalty Headwear is the brand. They do these little do-rags where you don't have to tie. It's like a Velcro on the back, so you don't have to have the little knot tying and stuff like that. So it's a little unconventional on how you put it on because you don't have the little two straps. Whatever, you have one little strap. They are lightweight. They do have some good compression. I mean, I just had some trouble, with mine with at nighttime keeping it compressed, but during the day I usually wear mine. Of course, this one's customized, so I had to get my, JC Blessed on it. So, but yeah, shout out to them, man. Royalty Headwear, again, man. I think I'll be ordering some more with them. They only got 3 colorways. I kind of reached out to them, was like, "Hey, y'all coming out with some new colors? So what's going on?" Like, I think they got blue, black, and I think it's like a champagne or a cream color. So yeah, man. Big shout outs to them. So.
Okay, man. Okay, my niece Anna just started playing basketball again. Okay. And so big shout out to her. Let's get this season started. Hopefully she starts to have her uncle's confidence. She said, she called me the other day and said, I've been shooting and I've been scoring a lot in practice, but I'm scared to shoot during the game. She's 7. She's 7 right now. I'm like, listen, just shoot it. Just shoot that thing. If you miss it, you miss it, whatever. So I need you to end up like me. Everybody knows.
Gotta put on a Kobe mixtape or something.
Yeah, look, listen, just shoot. Like I try to tell her, I need to get some of my old teammates on the phone with her or something, just so they can be like, yo, uncle. One thing that boy gonna do, he gonna shoot that thing.
He don't give a damn.
I'm open. Me too. Me too. I'll be open in a sec.
Double, triple team. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get my shot on.
I'm open. Yeah, so I'm like, listen, just shoot that thing. If you miss it, you miss it. Whatever. Get back on defense. So yeah, she started that. So I'm proud of her. Uncle loves you. And Cam, my best friend Tiff's son, he's dang near my little nephew. He got his purple belt. He's in mixed martial arts.
Oh wow!
And so
he's congrats to that.
12. Yeah, so y'all be careful out there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I was just about to say.
Be careful out there. You be chopping them down. Ooh. So yeah, big shout out to Cameron. But yeah, man, I just want to shout them out real quick. But yeah, man, we had a full one today.
Yeah, man, this was random, all over the place. This is how bro conversation kind of go. I mean, we can start with one thing and kind of go on a tangent or another. So
this is how I kind of like them to be set up. This is how I kind of want it to be set up anyway. You definitely gotta, thank you to the people who's been following. Still gravitating more towards the page or towards the Instagrams or whatever and the YouTube. So yeah, keep following, hit the notification bells, comment, whether you talking stuff and or laughing along, that's cool. If y'all want to come on, all the people that's in my comments right now, if y'all want to come talk to me.
Right, man. Pull up and see.
Shoot, just
see we can match the energy on the podcast,
Yeah, man. I want to talk about all topics, anything. So yeah, man, whether we chatting like bros or I debate you like an enemy, it's all fun and games. Just match my energy.
Match my energy. Let's go.
Just match my energy. Just match my energy. Yeah.